And just like that, we're back yet again with the highly anticipated Decode. Tonight, I bring you All Eyez on Me, TUPAC DeCoded. So let's get into it. As always, the views expressed in this video are 100% alleged. This is my opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is alleged. Be sure to like, share, and follow if you're interested. Many remember back to 1996. I was like 7 years old or something like that. And I remember hearing about Tupac, and the incident and him later passing. So let's get into it. Tupac, born Lassane Parish Crooks, also known by his stage name Tupac in Machiavelli, was an American rapper and actor. He was one of the most influential musical artists of the 20th century and a prominent political activist for Black America. He is among the best-selling music artists, having sold more than 75 million records worldwide. Some of his music addressed social injustice, political issues, and marginalization of Black Americans, but he was also synonymous with gangster rap and violent lyrics. 25-year-old Tupac was unalived in a drive-by in Paradise, Nevada at age 25 on September 7th, 1996 at 11:15 p.m. His unaliving occurred when the car carrying him was stopped at a red light at East Flamingo Road and Caval Lane. He was struck by 4 rounds fired from, you can see the weapon, 2 in the chest, 1 in the arm, and 1 in the thigh. The driver, Suge Knight, was grazed by a bullet. However, Tupac passed from his injuries just 6 days later on September 13th of 1996. Tupac was placed on life support, but he passed from respiratory failure, leading to cardiac arrest after doctors removed his right lung to stop hemorrhaging. The case remained unsolved for nearly 3 decades until Dwayne "Keefy D" Davis, a former Crips gang leader, was arrested and indicted in September of 2023. Davis pleaded not guilty to first-degree unaliving, claiming he orchestrated the hit in retaliation for a brawl involving his nephew, Orlando Anderson, who was suspected of pulling the trigger, but he passed away back in 1998. The unaliving is widely linked to the escalating feud between West Coast and East Coast hip-hop artists, particularly involving his rival, the notorious B.I.G. Now let's take a look at some conspiracy theories surrounding the late rapper Tupac. Numerous conspiracy theories persist, claiming he faked his demise. The most prominent theory suggests he adopted the alias Machiavelli to signal a plan to fake his unaliving in return, with fans citing anagrams like "Am Alive K" and lyrics about resurrection as evidence. Body double and hiding theories allege that a lookalike was unalived or cremated in his place, while the real rapper escaped to Cuba, Malaysia, or New Zealand. These claims are often fueled by comments from people like Suge Knight, who implied that Tupac just may have survived his hospital stay, allegedly, and former bodyguard Michael Nice, who allegedly helped smuggle the rapper to Cuba. Other speculative angles include FBI involvement to suppress violent rap culture, certain plots by certain groups, and recent lawsuits alleging that Diddy orchestrated the unaliving for $1 million. Despite these enduring rumors, legal proceedings have moved forward with the 2023 arrest of Dwayne "Keefy D" Davis, who faces trial for the unaliving and has confessed to his role in the attack. Class is officially in session. So as you can see, the date, September 13th, 1996, that he passed away, happens to be 86, a number we've seen because that top line is also 86, and even Tupac's full name is 68. Now, I just stuck to Tupac and, his full name. I know he has a government name also. So we can also see Dwayne as in, Keefy D. Dwayne is 45, and Tupac's middle name is 54. Dwayne is 18. And Tupac's middle name is 18 and 81. And interesting that allegedly some people say that they look alike. So just throwing that out there, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And we can also see that Las Vegas also happens to be 86, going back to 86 in the date, that top line, and Tupac. Right, so moving right along, we can see Suge Knight is 49 and that last line is 94 and Las Vegas is 49. So Las Vegas lines right up with this whole situation. And even Suge Knight lines up with that top line. So as we can see, Orlando Anderson, who had a pivotal role allegedly, is 83, Las Vegas, Nevada, 83. The unaliving word is 38. So here we can see that top line is 73, that S word, and Keefe D is 37. That top line is also 170, and Dwayne Davis, Keefe D's name, is also 170. And that top line is 62, 25-year-old, the age Tupac, is 62. And Keefe D is also 26, and Dwayne Davis is also 62. Tupac was born June 16th, 1971, making him a Gemini. If we look at the days between his birthday, the year he passed, up until the day he passed, it's 89 days. So it's 89 days or 2 months, 28 days. That's very interesting because the date happens to be 98, and that second line, what happened to Tupac, is 200 for your 2 months, and Keefe D happens to be 28, and the date Tupac passed is 28 for your 28 days. Suge Knight was the driver and also owned the record label that Tupac was on. And he happened to be born April 19th of 1965, making him an Aries. So if we look at the days between Suge Knight's birthday in 96 up until Tupac's passing is 147 days, or 4 months, 25 days. Conspiracy happens to be 147 for your 147 days, and September of 2023, the same month that Keefe D was arrested and indicted, also happens to be 147. But for the 4 months, 25 days, Tupac happens to be 40, for his full name, and respiratory failure, what he passed from, 250 for your 25. Bad Boy Records CEO and rival of Tupac, Diddy, happened to be born November 4th of 1969, making him a Scorpio. Well, no surprise there. The weeks between Tupac's passing up until Diddy's birthday back in 96 is 7 weeks, 3 days, a number we've seen, because we know that this S word is 73, and even Keefe D is 37, and Dwayne Davis is 37. Drive By Blank is 84, Tupac's last name 84. Drive By Blank is 78, Tupac's last name is 78, the date he passed is 78. 6 days, it took him 6 days from the time he got pew-pewed up until he passed. That happens to be 88, and Dwayne Keefe D Davis is 88. Here we can see that S word is 46, and right lung, Tupac's right lung was punctured, happens to be 46. The date, September 13th, is 53, right lung is 53, and the date, September 13th, is 116, and right lung is 116. Davis lines up with that last line 3 times. Just saying. So here we can see that Tupac is 61 and 16, and we can see Fake Blank is 61, 25 years old is 61. Tupac is 74, lining up with September 2023 is 47. Also, September 2023 is 110, and Faked is Blank is 101. 25 years old is 70, and Faked is Blank is 70. I don't know. Fake Blank is 42. Rappers is 42. Tupac's last name is 24. And we can see Rappers is 93 and 39. And Tupac's last name is 39. And even the date that he passed is 204, going back to Rappers at 42 and that top line at 42. Tupac's last name, 84. Drive By Blank, 84. Fake Blank is 84. And Las Vegas Strip is even 84. Drive By Blank is also 213, and Fake Blank is 132. Gotta be careful on here. That top line is 56. Dwayne Keefe D Davis is 65, and Faked is Blank is 56. Orlando Anderson is 70. Faked is Blank is 70. We can see that top line is 61. 25 years old is 61. Last slide. Fake Blank is 34. We can see the date it happened is 34. 6 days is 43. Fake blank is 47. Tupac is 74. As always, the views expressed in this video are 100% alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is my opinion. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to like, share, and follow, but only if you're interested. Because in a world of deception, you need Deception Decode.